Hello, hello. Welcome on into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Matt.
On today's episode, we're talking about Fighting 69 in Irish whiskey.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and click that notification bell. Matt, I've never heard about this Irish whiskey, so what is it?
I hadn't either, but this is a donation from our buddy Eric Evanson. Thank you very much there,
Thank you, Eric.
for this another cool donation here. I never heard of it either, so he's like, you need to try this. Apparently, this is also a special pick from Otto's Wine and Spirits, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm assuming it's in Wisconsin, because that's where Eric lives. All right, so never heard of it. So this is for the Fighting 69th Regiment Irish Whiskey out of New York City. Founded in 1849, made of Irish immigrants in New York City that were being trained as a citizen militia to actually go back to Ireland and fight the British to remove them from Ireland because they hate them, and they still do today. All right, so anyway, so eventually that didn't pan out. So in 1861, they got called up to become the New York State Volunteers and the 69th Infantry to fight in the Union Army. So they became actually one of the best regiments in the entire army, and they were, in fact, they were so good at Malvern Hill in 1862. Robert E. Lee, and they then they fighting 69th because they were so good and defeated the Louisiana Tigers. So it's pretty amazing they did there. They fought at several different battles, including Bull Run, Fredericksburg. They lost 512 of their 1,000 original troops, so that sucks. They went on to Chancellorsville and Gettysburg. But by the time they were done with Gettysburg, they were down to 60 troops left of the 1,000. So pretty much everyone died. Not great. But by 1864, they had fresh new Irish immigrants to join their ranks and were at Appomattox Courthouse when Lee surrendered in 1865. All right, so fast forward to World War I. They were also fought there with one of the most distinctions and service medals in the entire war. Their father, Francis Patrick Duffy, received the Distinguished Service Cross, the Distinguished Service Medal, Conspicuous Service Cross, Légion and the Croix de Guerre. Duffy went on to become the pastor of Holy Trinity Church. Apparently, he was an amazing. He actually had no gun. He was just that awesome at motivating the troops to go up the hill and just keep going up and getting mowed down. But they kept going, and they won a lot of battles because of that guy. All right, so they had 60 members of the 165th. That's where they were reignited that during World War I. They earned the Distinguished Cross. 3 were awarded the Medal of Honor, including the 1st Battalion Commander William Joseph Donovan. By the end of the war, which started with 85% of them being Irish, down to 50% with replacements that were Irish, but they were also now all honorary Irishmen, so because of their fighting together, including Will and Joseph Donovan, just happens to be a little slightly important guy. He's the only person to ever won the 4 most major medals: the Medal of Honor, the Distinguished Service Cross, the Distinguished Service Medal, and the National Security Medal. He was later played by James Cagney in the movie The Fighting 69th. He's also important because during World War II, he operated this thing called the Operations Office of Strategic Services, as OSS, also known as the CIA. He's the father of the CIA. So slightly important guy. Like I said, so precursor. He's got a lovely statue there in Langley. Yeah, they said during World War II, they served at Macon, Saipan, and Okinawa. In fact, where they keep the armory there in New York City is on Lexington Avenue, and it takes an entire city block from 25th to 26th Street in the Chelsea neighborhood of Manhattan. And on September 11th, one of the first troops to actually respond to Ground Zero, and 2 of their troops died helping in recovery operations. Then they went on to serve in Operation Iraqi Freedom and Afghanistan. And to this day, they're the very first presenters at the St. Patrick's Day Parade in New York City. And they have certified public landmark, which is the 69th Regiment, take the entire block there in Manhattan, and still in service today. You can go and they have visitor center, and they help veterans of the 69th and all sorts of other fun, cool stuff. All right, so let's hear what's actually in the bottle. What's the work you have to give a crap about? All right, it is a very awesome regiment. So we want to say thank you to those troops, amazing guys, for defending America all the time. And for every bottle of this that's sold, $1 is given to the 69th to support their veterans. So that's very cool if they do that. All right, so like I said, this is made for them. That their actual guys went over to Ireland, and they met with some Irish distillers, and one of them said, we need an Irish whiskey. So while there, they said they came up with this. So this is a 40%. Made with 3 different mash bills, which is all triple distilled from different distilleries. They don't disclose which ones they are, though. They're all aged for the first 3 years in ex-bourbon. Then they're finished in a single-char cask, a double-char cask, Oloroso, rum cask, and port cask, making the final product between 4 and 6 years old. It came out in 2019 to celebrate the 170th anniversary of the creation of the 69th Regiment. It was originally only available in New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut. It sold out in a few hours. Now it's available in a few more states. All right, so like I said, $1 for every bottle goes to the 69th Infantry Regional Historical Trust, which is a 501c3. So you get to get you donate to them. It's a charity write-off.
So just to go back and clarify, you said it's 3 different distilleries,
Well, 3 different mash bills.
Different mash
Three mash
bills,
bills.
multiple
Okay, so-
distilleries. They just don't disclose which ones they are.
So 3 different mash bills, and then it's finished in 3 different ways.
Well, it's finished in, it's in, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different finishes.
So they marry the 3 different mash bills and then finish?
Correct.
Okay.
I
I didn't know if they were finishing one mash bill this way, finishing one mash bill this way.
They don't mention it. They just said they take the final and put them in all the different finishes. So I'm guessing they blend them together.
Matt, it very well could be either or.
That's what I wanted
Yeah,
to
it's probably a combo of both.
Right. It could be
pre-finished and then married, or married and then finished.
Right.
Yeah. They're not real specific. They're not real forthcoming on exactly what they're doing. That's what I could find.
Okay.
So let's see what
we
we think
have
of
a
the
lot of
product.
NDAs signed.
That's my guess. I mean, we have a good guess. It's Probably Bushmills or Jameson. Of course, known as Middleton. Most likely, it's a combination. That's who would have the extra stuff. Or what's the other one? Great Northern. Most likely, it's a combination of those 3. Would be my guess.
Because I mean, there's so many distilleries to choose from.
Yeah, they have extra whiskey sitting around. The funniest thing is they were at a Waterford distillery when they wanted to find out what they should make. I think that's pretty funny.
Interesting.
Now, granted, there are more than one in Waterford, but it's just funny.
It smells like a nice blend. It's not. It's a little bit on the pot still side to me on the nose.
That's what I got too.
It's got a lot of barley and cereal.
Yeah. Single malts and single pot stills. I'm not picking up a lot of grain. I'm not picking up a column still.
A little bit of grain. I just want like this cream corn on there.
It's just a slight hint. And you said it was ex-bourbon barrels was one of them.
Yeah.
So I wonder if maybe it's picking up some of that.
That could be. I mean, all 3 start in bourbon for the first 3 years. It could be.
Right.
Yeah, it's got this toffee, vanilla, like I said, melted butter, cream corn.
It's very.
It's nothing like crazy, but it's simple Irish. Actually, I think the retail thing is about $30, so nothing, nothing out of hand.
I really wish it had a little bit more proof to it.
Well, I always wish that on Irish.
Yeah.
Well, it's valid. Yeah, they only make one product currently, and it's this. So maybe we can sell the nose. Could you get us a little higher proof? Maybe a 46. Some cask strength would be cool.
I mean,
does not have the grainy metallic.
No, which is nice. Which I appreciate greatly.
I was going to say that some Irish have, but yes.
Yeah, usually cheap, bottom rung, 3-year minimum Irish has the metallic note because they add a ton of grain to it. This does not have that.
Right.
Which I appreciate greatly.
Balanced.
This clearly has unmalted and malted barley in it, which, like I said, single pot still makes sense that this is in here. It smells good. Yeah. Taste. There's lots of barley, cracked brown bread, melted butter.
I get a little bit of a fruitiness on it, but I get
black tea.
That waxy walnut kind of feeling going on in the palate that I didn't get on the nose.
It's a nice vanilla, black tea.
Yeah.
Not really any metallic either, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Cherry creme brulee, but with the crust. It's got the
with vanilla whipped cream on top.
Yeah, I agree with that. Nice brown burnt sugar. That's nice. I mean, like I said, proof is a little thin. Would love some more proof. I think at 46 would probably be great.
Perfect.
But,
yeah, I mean, for like a daily drinker.
Yeah, I mean, at $30. I mean,
at $30,
can't really complain price wise.
And you're some of that $1 of that's going every time. If I drink this daily and I need to buy one a couple times a month.
Exactly, it's perfect.
I'm helping out the veterans.
I do think a higher proof would probably help show those finishing casts. You really don't pick up a lot of them,
especially on the nose. Like, the nose doesn't have as much as I would like for it to
pick up the sherry, the rum, or the port. You really don't. It's all just tastes like Irish whiskey.
Yeah, and the port really does come through more on the palate.
Everything seems to come through more on the palate to me.
Yeah, the sherry as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think port's the most predominant of the cask finishes. What it seems like to me, but they don't tell me which combination or how much of any. So
I get a little bit of extra that char on the nose now that it's kind of
sat for a moment.
But if anybody works for them and wants to tell us in the comments, they're more than welcome. We'd love to know.
Yeah, that's not bad though. I've bet my fair share of Irish whiskeys where I'm just like, nah.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. So, as usual, Eric has done us a solid and sent us a good whiskey.
Yes, indeed.
It's a good job, Eric. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for the awesome donation.
Yes, thank you for not being metallic.
Thank God.
That's an instant turn off for me in Irish whiskey.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Instant. So, all right. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Click that notification bell. Come hang out with us live on Monday night. And check out our Patreon if you want more behind-the-scenes fun. And until next time,
keep on crusading for better whiskey in your glass.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Yep, we're done.